Well, this is a quick example of demonstrating the risk assessment module actually using the NIST 800-171 controls required for the cybersecurity maturity model certification. Begin by clicking on the shield. This is where all the risk assessments are stored. So first thing I recommend people do if they're doing a cybersecurity maturity model risk assessment, begin by printing the assessment out. This way you can see all the data that's coming out of the example and learn where each field is recorded. Now I will open the risk assessment and give you a short tour. I'm opening to the tab 1 on the risk assessment form. Tab 1 contains the title, as you see here. I've named it Plans of Action and Milestones, updated 12/11, and I'm going to just change it to today's date. It's an information security assessment, and this is the subtitle that will be used on reports. The standard is from a lookup table. Each one of these buttons is a lookup table for standardization. The risk assessment set ID is important because it determines the boundaries. I'll click here so we can see what those boundaries look like. 2 is purpose, text for the purpose of the risk assessment. Just a simple text editor. If you have the Microsoft Word installed, we can use the spell check inside Microsoft Office. In tab 3, we have all the aspects of the risk. These are considered threats where a system might be vulnerable. In this case, we have all of the NIST 800-171 security families 1 through 14, and we have an additional CMMC requirements of the DoD there. This time I'm going to open the access control security family. The aspect control actually has 5 different tabs. A general description is on tab 1. It is a failure mode effects analysis type of risk assessment. Some people call it FMEA. It also includes mitigation. You can store your treatment plan, your mitigation plan, inside QMSCAPA. You can link it to one of your controlled documents inside QMSCAPA also. So everything gets grouped together inside the tool. On tab 4, we have an additional type of assessment where you can record an impact statement based on availability, confidentiality, financial integrity, and the total impact. So there's a pre-mitigation and post-mitigation. Down below is, which is consistent across all the screens, all the tabs, is the risk priority number. So you can use both methods and print them, or you can use one or the other methods and print them. It's totally your option. Inside this lower section, you record what your response is. It could be to treat or accept. As you see, there's a lookup table to select the response. and the current status is also recorded. So as you change the value of these numbers, the risk will go up or down based on your assessment. So I'm just going to refresh that box, and the score goes up, moderate, strong risk considered. But if we apply the treatment plan, you'll see if we click on apply, it will accept the new value that we record in our, based on the treatment that is provided. So with this, the risk is lowered, low risk considered. Some treatment might be something that would be considered. On tab 5 is where the actual controls, and this correlates with NIST 800-171, this very specific security requirements, or the derived security requirements. We've also included some of the enhanced requirements that are coming in version B of NIST 800-171. So I'm going to take you a little deeper into the flow of CUI. So we're going to go into this, and you see that each control has specific fields for recording the information. The control itself is in a lookup table. So I'm just going to let you look underneath the cover. So all of the NIST controls are actually in a lookup table. So this is where one would select the various aspects. So the lookup table can also be used to select other management systems like AS9100D, ISO 9001, that sort of case. In this case, we're using NIST 800-171 as our lookup table. Close out of that. So the record doesn't change. We're still looking at the control of CUI in accordance with approved authorizations. Here we can record our control method, and various control methods may be applied. This is all user definable. And also, if when audited, what would you show the auditor to prove that the control method has been verified and is in use? So there's a table, for recording that. In this case, it would be internal audit, external. And down below are the CMM level, values, and ultimate score that you would apply to your assessment for this particular control. So as we go from each control within a particular aspect of risk, the scores are changing based on our risk priority number, our treatments, how they get applied, and also what we're doing inside the control itself. So you can see here that the CMM score it's -3 because we haven't fully implemented all the controls in access control. I'm going to close down the aspect, and to move to the next one, you would simply highlight, double click, or select and use the delta key or the delta icon button. Along the bottom of the window, you'll see that QMSCAPA is keeping score. It's keeping track of the risk priority number, pre-treatment, post-treatment, also the quantity of risk aspects that you've recorded, added, ones that are treated, and also if you're scoring for the cyber security maturity model, it will show you your running score as you complete the implementation in your security systems plan. So I'm going to close out and just give you